Today, let's learn about CI/CD and how to make it suck less for data teams using dbt. If you aren't familiar, CI/CD is a software development methodology, which stands for Continuous Integration, Continuous Deployment. To best understand CI/CD, let's look at a typical analytics development process. Analytics development starts with data exploration, where you're trying to understand the data that will eventually be turned into tables, metrics, and KPIs. Next, you start dimensional modeling. You turn your business logic into SQL, and you build or update your dbt models. And after that, you're done. You deploy your new dbt model into production, and you call it a day. Well, not actually. You still have to run CI/CD, where you create a pull request and put your code changes through various tests, checks, and approvals before you deploy it into production. It's the step where you ensure your data is consistent, high quality, and ready for production. And unfortunately, CI/CD is often the bottleneck for data teams using dbt. It's absolutely necessary, but it's time consuming, and it can take hours or even days for pull requests to get merged into production. These CI/CD checks include various steps, like code diff. This is nothing new. You simply identify and accept the dbt model changes that you want to merge into production, and GitHub manages all of that for you. Next, there's lineage diff. Since your data is flowing from left to right, your dbt model changes will likely have downstream impact, all the way to dashboards, reports, and users. Lineage diff shows you all the downstream nodes that will be impacted, and you can check each downstream node before you merge your changes into the production branch. Lastly, there's CI, or Turbo CI as we call it, where you can verify if your dbt model changes will break pipelines once they're merged into the production branch. And Turbo CI takes care of all that by creating a temporary test schema and running it against your various dbt tests. For even the smallest dbt model changes, steps 2 and 3 can take data teams between a few hours and a few days to complete. And ain't nobody got time for that. But good news, Paradime has built features to automate steps 2 and 3 of your CI/CD efforts. Let me show you how they work. The first CI/CD feature we'll implement is lineage diff, and it's incredibly easy to set up. All you have to do is enable the GitHub integration in Paradime and connect your GitHub user level OAuth in the profile settings. That's it. Now let's set up Turbo CI. For this feature, we simply have to add a new schedule to our Paradime schedules.yaml file, which you can easily find in our documentation. So you paste that in, and then you change a few values, like your deferred manifest schedule and the email of the owner of this Turbo CI schedule. And now that we've set up these two CI/CD features in Paradime, let's make a quick change to one of the dbt models and execute a pull request. So as an analyst, let's say I'm updating this dbt model, and I change the name of this amount column to revenue, and then I execute a pull request. Now in GitHub, I see this new feature in the pull request called lineage diff analysis, which shows me all the downstream nodes that would be impacted by my pull request. And if I scroll down, I can see each node individually, such as the downstream dbt models that will be impacted, as well as Tableau data sources, worksheets, and dashboards. So for example, if I see that dashboard number 2 on Tableau will be impacted, and I didn't expect that, I can simply click on the dashboard and analyze further. Also, I can see the other Paradime CI/CD feature, Turbo CI, was executed, but it wasn't successful. This means that my pull request will break production pipelines once it's merged. And to fix this issue, I can simply click on details, and Paradime will tell me exactly what's wrong and what I need to fix. And there you have it. Now you know how to use Paradime to make your CI/CD work suck less, and you don't need to waste hours or even days merging changes into production.